that you've created on social media. Every day there's this thing or the other coming out. First of all, do you record everybody?
No. The recording thing started, I think, in 24. Even that was not recording. Putting the president on speakerphone, I was trying to rescue some Kenyans who were being evicted. Yes. The houses were being demolished in South B, Eagle Estate, Diamond Park 1 and 2, Winners Chapel Church, the biggest church in Eastern Central Africa. I went to the ground. There were so many police officers, over 400, demolishing houses. Then I had to call the president, put him on speaker, so that those police officers were as a talker. I remember even that Minister Felix Kosgei was present. He was the one leading the operation. But when he heard I'm talking to the president, alitoroka kaingia kwa godown akajifungia huko.
So after that you started recording?
The police withdrew. No. You know, my first month in office, when I took over from my predecessor, people, you know, the way Nairobi was being taken as a corruption center, corruption was rampant, you could do nothing without bribing, without grabbing, yeah? So I'm the one who came with this idea, because so many people approached me, let us steal this land, let us pay hewa, let us do this, we'll get 10%. Me, I was just trying to restore the public confidence Nairobi, to clean Nairobi, yeah? I was only recording cartels. I don't record Friend Sophie. But if you tell me, Sonko, but sasa hiyo is overtaken by events, Sonko able to ibe hii, I'll record you.
And then you keep and wait for a rainy day when somebody crosses your path, then you unleash.
I was put in that office by the great people of Nairobi, a population of over 7 million people. And remember, Sophie, my first months in office, I inherited bills, spending bills worth 64 billion. What happened? Yeah, people came, wananiambia lipa hii. I said, no, let me first form a pending bills committee. I was the first governor to form a pending bills committee. Nikaweka my experts. It was being chaired by PLO Lumumba, the LSK chairman, president by then, this Kamba guy, Eric Mutua. We invited some guys from DCI, ESCC, Muslim Council, to be in that particular committee. And remember, guys were going to the ground. Hata unasikia kuna bridge imejengwa 150 million.
So ilikuwa to expose cartels.
Yeah, ukifika ground, hata foundation stone hakuna, na mtu anasema alipo 100 million.
But even your friends, Governor, we've seen in the past where you've recorded them, and later when you fall out.
Unless they approach me to steal.
But we've seen even instances where si kuiba, ilikuwa mambo ingine.
But you see, Kenya is bigger than anybody else. Actually, with the dossier you're telling me, I'm just fighting for the justice on behalf of the 40 million plus Kenyans. We have to fix this country. We have to fix this nation. We have to fix the judiciary. People should know what is happening at the corridors of.
But you know, it's also implicating you, Governor, because easy vitu basi zinatendeka and you being part of it.
I am not.
In a sense, it is implicating yourself.
No,
because when then you're seen to be having conversations about, let's cut this deal, let's do this, let's share this.
Yeah.
Inaku implicate pia.
But you see, I've been handling cases, Sophie. I've been like a fan of cases because I've been handling so many things. Even before I ventured into politics, remember I was in Matatu business. Fighting corruption was in my blood. Even the cartels have decided to meet who ni mtu ametublock. Remember, still my first months in office, we were doing, in terms of revenue collection, over 100 million a day, 130 million a day. But what Sonko did, sikujua mimi nafungia cartels milango. Nikasema no cash collection in the county. Anywhere, we sealed all the loopholes. Then we used to sweep money all the way to CBK. Nikichukua leo 130 million, yote inaenda CBK. Kumbe kuna watu, hiyo ilikuwa ni shamba yao.
Lakini Governor, you don't see you could record what first it's illegal.
No, ilisaidia.
It
is not.
No, across board, just
not.
recording somebody without
Article
their
35
knowledge.
of the Kenya Constitution, access to information. You can access any information any way you want it. For instance, kama hii kesi ya judge, singekuwa na evidence, nasema tu kwa mdomo, judge alitisha pesa. Ule msichana wa jana, tulianza kudeal na yeye from January. Kwa namba hivi ndo kunaenda, majaji kama kuna kesi na wewe na ni msichana mrembo wanalala na wewe, tomorrow they rule in your favor. And we have investigated these cases. A certain lawyer has been paid millions from the county to his account. He withdraws the money. He takes to Judge ABCD.
So uko na file ngapi kwa hiyo simu? Ama uko na kama cloud space.
If for ya cartels na wezi kama wewe si mwizi wezi cartel
Unasema you have to have a lot of this footage.
Yeah. Like for this lady, I have over from January, I have over 149 clips, video, and because the evidence she was giving, the information she was giving was very credible.
So kuna server money.
It may lead Mimi, your evidence second, it may lead Mimi, and remember even these cases we reported them. Yeah. So the kwa zingine report kwa DCI, zingine zimeripotiwa mahali kwingine ambayo sitakwambia kwa sasa. There were gadgets which were involved there, zile zimefanya hizi kazi, si mimi peke yangu.
So
for you to gather evidence, even in the corruption cases in court, for these EACC officers to prove their cases, even DPP, they have to prove their cases beyond reasonable doubt. If Sonko you ask for a bribe, they'll come with a tape to say, this is a tape how Sonko asked for a bribe. So you cannot rely on hearsay evidence when you are fighting such cases.
But
you have to have concrete evidence ambaye hata itakusaidia if a judge is prosecuted anapata conviction. There is no judge who has been convicted in this country.
Kuna critics wako who will argue and say,
yes,
the reason you operate this way is because utaargue you're fighting cartels, right?
Yeah.
But it's because waelewa hizi cartels venye zina fight na venye zina operate. So you use it to your advantage. When things don't go your way, unafinya, una-unleash.
That is a total lie, Sophie.
That it's all about your ends.
My caliber, a person like Sonko, I still have my muscles, my political muscles. Bado mimi najiweza. Kama mtu kama mimi can be denied justice. And somebody calling me at his house, pole tuendelee na biashara, hakukuwa na public participation Senate, hakuwa na quorum county assembly, lakini nisamee ndugu yangu, nilikudhulumu. You expect to keep quiet. How many Nairobians used to depend on me? Alafu ni nyamaze.
So unajua kila mtu sasa wakikuona.
Today there are so many people languishing in various prisons because of dhuluma ya judiciary. Hata si lazima nirudi kotini. Hata si lazima nivai.
So
but what I want is justice for all Kenyans who are suffering today.
Kuna ile bitterness of still how you are gotten out
bitterness
of office.
Everybody, kama umedhulumiwa mtu yote anaweza kuwa na bitterness. Mtu yote anadhulumiwa anakuwa na bitterness. But this bitterness part did not start after my impeachment judgment. Remember, I'll prove to Kenyans. There are so many episodes I'm still going to put in my social media or share with lawyers to prove that we were meeting with this judge even before my impeachment case.
There's pretty much no sacred line. There's no sacred space in it as far as what cannot be recorded.
No,
everything is fair game.
Any funny? No. I told you I started this thing when I became the governor.
Okay.
It was a way of fighting cartels. I was trying to restore public confidence when I was the governor of this great city before before my illegal impeachment. Remember? So people were scared of me, and I was happy because there was nobody angekuja kwa ofisi yangu ananiambia Sonko tuchukue pesa cash office. Sonko tuibe fire station. Sonko tuibe soko. That one nitakuanika.
So,
but friends, like if you talk as friends, I cannot record a friend. Why should I record a friend? Amenikosea nini? Unless ni rafiki unakuja kuniambia tuende kwa slum tugonge slum ama tuibe ama tuangushe hospitali ya masoko tugawanye hiyo pesa, hiyo nitakurecord.
When you look back how things have panned out,
yes,
do you have any regrets that maybe we could have done some things differently?
I don't regret about what has happened to my life, or what?
Yeah, then you're no longer in politics, at least elected office.
Let me tell you, Sophie, I'm from a very, very, very humble background. There was no leadership in our family. My father was not even an MCA, MP. My mother was not even a women rep. So, in fact, let me say this is like a miracle from God. Coming from nowhere, uchukue MP, uchukue senator, who served governor at capital city for 3 years. That's a very big miracle, and I thank God for that. I don't regret. I'm not regretting anything. Remember, baba yangu he was just a nobody. Yeah? And just through that, I'm happy. Vijana wengi like Jaguar, Babu Owino, they're MPs today. Why? Because Sonko came from nowhere, he made it in politics. And I also want to to encourage youth and women, yeah, from any part of the country. Hii siasa ya Kenya sasa sile mzima ati babako alikuwa MP, ati mamako alikuwa women rep, inaenda na family. No. Everybody can become a leader in this country. Mimi na encourage nyote muingie kwa siasa. But one secret, invest on the people. Not the handouts investment or money investments, no. Give your people leadership. leta leadership kwa grassroots in terms of development, fighting for your people, fighting cartels, giving development to your people, changing lives of your people. That is what we call real leadership. Hii mambo ya kusema ati uwezi kuwa kwa power sababu babako was a nobody, familia yako haijulikani, that has been overtaken by events. Any woman in this country, any youth in this country can become a leader, MCA, even a future president.
So do you plan to vie for office?
At the moment, I don't want to go to that. Let me nipigane na hali yangu kwanza.
Hali gani?
It is not a must. Hii impeachment case yangu, and I have something. That case is not important to me. Yeah? The important factor at this juncture, it is to rescue millions of Kenyans who have been denied justice. Even investors, billionaires, have been denied justice. Judiciary ya Kenya, it is about who is the highest bidder. If you have a case, umeleta 100 million, mweza kumeleta 200 million, you are going to lose it.
So Sonko
we must end that. Yeah?
Sonko leaks zitaendelea.
Zitaendelea. Mimi hata si lazima nirudi, si lazima nikuwe siasa. It is not a must, but let us fix this country.
So for now you have no plans.
For now let me, because sasa kuna siasa mingi. Unaambiwa wewe uliambiwa unyamaze, ufunge mdomo, wachana na siasa. But a time itakuja. Mambo tutaongea siasa. But for now let me nipigane na hali yangu. I want to let us, despite my tribulations, I want to assist the Chief Justice, the JSC, the DPP, the ESCC, the President himself to clear this mess in the judiciary. There are so many people languishing in poverty today, from the slums, yeah, juu ya dhulma.
Na wewe pia umekuwa na track record yako, you've served time. And there are many people wanasemanga ulihepa.
Those cases were concluded a long time ago. It is true, kwani, and I've been telling this, so if I've been explaining this in various media houses, nikienda kuhepa, it's not a big deal. Hepa nikifanya nini? Nikirep, ama nikiua. I failed to attend court. Yeah, it was a contempt of court. I was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment. I escaped, it is true. I was rearrested. I appealed against my case before Justice Oguk. Void case number, application number 80 of 2001.
But why
I was
escape?
acquitted, I was released. Yeah, I lost, I had so many problems. My mother was, alikuwa amefariki, lazima niende ni muziki, watu kulai, but that is my past. Yeah, na nimeongea mambo mingi and I'll repeat it. If you want to be a genuine leader, just tell Kenyans the truth about your life.
You're not an extortionist, Sonko, wouldn't you say that? That sometimes...
Have I been charged by any case of extortion?
No, in terms of when you record these clips, and that's how you choose to use them.
Have I used all...
critics would argue that it is a sense, your approach is one...
Is there any evidence that I've used those clips in extorting any Kenyan or any investor anywhere? Is there any complaint of that nature?
There may not be a complaint, but you have had those things said about you.
I'm above that. Me, I made money a long time ago, so I have no time of extorting Kenyans.
Are you still friends with the president?
What do you mean?
Or were you ever friends?
We were friends.
So are you still friends?
We are not that
Do
the way
you
we used to be, the way we used to be because of political positions.
Which positions? You used to call him. So now you don't call anymore?
You know what transpired. Some of these matters are still pending in court, so I don't have to talk about them. But he's the head of state. We still respect him as the head of state.
Team Raila or Team Ruto?
That is a story
or Team OKA? That
is a story for another day.
This is the day.
Let's wait.
This is the day that the Lord has made.
The right time will come for that. But in the meantime, let me struggle kupigana na kesi zangu za dhuluma za impeachment na pia kupigania wa Kenya. I'm not fighting this war kama Sonko. I'm fighting this war for the, and I want to repeat myself, 40 million plus Kenyans.
It's interesting what the hours you release these clips, by the way. Wee hours, ulali.
Hizo ndio saa watu wako kwa vitanda, wako na stress,
watu wamelala,
wamevurugwa na mademu zao na mabibi zao, sasa wanaenda kwa simu. Hizo ndio time unakuwa na viewership kubwa sana. Yes.
You're an insomniac.
Yeah.
So most at night you're up.
Ile stress. Shit, some things are good, Ivo. No. I'm jobless. My money is still frozen. Political cases zile nimewekewa. Life ni ngumu bado, but we're still surviving. We're still strong.
So how do you spend your days? Because at night we know you're very active online.
No,
so during mchana ndio unalala kidogo ama how do you a typical day ni aje unaamka alafu?
No, naamka kama ni watu naona, kama kuna watu bado wako na shida nasaidia. Ulienda round kuona kuna mini buses over 10 pale, watu wakiwa na shida wananchi tunasaidia. Mambo ya mazishi bado tunasaidia. Bado kama kuna emergency usiku ambulance zetu pale ziko standby, mobile clinics tunasaidia. Umepata matatizo za maji pale watu wakiwa na shida, but this time we are doing it in a very small way. Kidogo kidogo tukipigia simu kuna shida tunasaidia. Biashara zetu tunaendelea. Bibi yangu kuna biashara zake. We have been in business even before I ventured into politics. So bado tunaendelea na biashara. And life goes on. Kutolewa kwa governor. The governor was just a title to me. Life has to go on. Si kama wale magavana wengine wamekuwa impeached wanajificha. Mimi sitajificha. This is normal part of life. Yeah, si lazima tukue governor ndio uishi. Si lazima I become a leader in future or become a governor in future. Life has to go on.
Sonko Rescue Team ilikuwa very vibrant when you were governor. Tunaona all of these activities.
Yeah.
Iko wapi sasa?
Bado iko. Kwani sizo magari umeona?
Tumeziona lakini zinakaa ni kazi ziko too packed up.
Ziko too packed kwa sababu I'm no longer in leadership, but the NGO is still there. Kuna vijana standby nitakuonesha hapa, we have got nurses kwa kila gari standby. Tukipigiwa simu kuna emergency na serikali ya county imechelewa ku respond, we will respond and help.
Miguna,
yeah.
You had at some point nominated him as a deputy governor.
Yes,
you've seen the wars he's facing.
Yes.
The court orders that have been disregarded by the Uhuru Kenyatta-led administration.
Yes.
What do you say regarding his plight?
No, I think court orders should be complied with. We should respect the, how do I put it, the judiciary. Yeah, you see there was a gag order that was issued yesterday against me. And I've agreed and I've said I'm going to respect it. And immediately I filed my also JSC case before the JSC. I'll respect the JSC. I'll not comment anymore about the case. Yeah, so I think the government should respect the court orders. Miguna is a son of this country. He should be allowed to come back to be with his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sahi ukiangalia Nairobi County and NMS general body.
Yeah.
Kuna watu wanasema a lot has changed, kama ni pavements, you know, all of these improvements.
But you're talking just about pavements. You're not talking about the achievements. You know, there was a lot of smear campaign, character assassination. You know also what I did to Pumwani Hospital. You know also what I did in terms of infrastructure. You know what I did? There was only one fire station when I took over as governor, which was constructed during the colonial time, 1970s, 1960s. But during my time, I've put more than 4 fire stations.
But what do you make of general body's achievements? Because there also have been several hospitals in the slum areas. A lot of work that has been going on in the...
Okay, I'll give my compliments to the president, not the general, because it is the president's initiative. When I was signing this transfer of functions at State House, I was not told that a general is going to be brought to take over these functions. Actually, I did it out of respect, and because I had a lot of respect to the great people of Nairobi, and there was not much development in Nairobi when I took over. There was a lot of noise from the slums, the roads were in pathetic conditions all over. And I also played a part even before the NMS thing that was created by the president. Remember, we also put our funds together. I remember we gave Kura over 1.7 billion to do the estate roads to help us, because there was a lot of noise from the slums and from other areas, Westlands, all the estates. So we came with that initiative together with the president. But immediately I was arrested. I was summoned in State House by the head of state, and I have a lot of respect for him. He told me, "Sikiza, mdhamana umeshikwa, kuna kesi kotini, kutakuwa na time ya kufanya kazi. Me, I want to help you as a brother, as a friend." Then I agreed. Yeah, I agreed, but in some areas I was...
but you said you were drunk when you were agreeing to this thing and signing.
In some areas I was misled.
Who misled you?
Not by the president. By his people.
And don't you sit
because
back?
I was not given a chance to go through the agreements.
And yet you are transferring functions back to the national government.
But you see, this is the head of state. Do you expect me to argue or to fight with the president?
Not to fight, but just do your job as a governor,
because of the respect,
rightfully elected by the people.
Because of the respect I was according, I had to execute the functions. Then after some months, General Badi was brought. But the problem with General Badi, he was somehow personal. Alianza mambo ya kuchukua official magari, akaanza kuna ile official mayor house, akachukua kaka wanajeshi huko. He was just using power everywhere. There was no time tunaweza kaa tupange nini tumepanga. Na nimekwambia mimi,
so aliku sideline
mimi, yes, he started sidelining me. And that time the president was very busy. I don't blame him. He was very busy. Then mambo ikaanza kufanyika, slums Kariobangi kuanza kubomolewa, Kibera kuanza kubomolewa, mali wengine kuanza kubomolewa. But the major problem was the cartel of my friends who backstabbed me. Mahali sasa vijiji zinaanza kubomolewa. Mahali sasa pesa ile ya budget ya NMS ilikuwa ipeanwe. These are the people who came and incited me, wakaniambia pana president anatuzoea sana wewe Sonko. And I've got that evidence.
Okay.
Sonko boss anatuzoea. Usisaini hii pesa. Kwanza anza kuvuruga president. Angalia vijiji zinabomolewa. Kibera. It was true, zilikuwa zinabomolewa. Mimi sikubali watu wanabomolewa na tunanyamaza. Kariobangi watu wanabomolewa. Ruai watu wanabomolewa. Singeweza kunyamaza. There was a way kwa tunafanya. A good example. Hii Pangani Estate. We were doing affordable housing. Nikakubali tufanye project. But I never kutupa mtu nje. Tulifanya valuation, tuka-assess, we paid each and every family 600,000. Nikachukua magari za county, nikasafirisha nazo watu, nikawapea manyumba zao. But the issue of kupiga wananchi kama wanyama, mimi I'll never do it. I better not go back to politics, nikae nje, but we should value the people who put us in power. So these friends of mine, wanakuja kwa wananiambia, president amekuzoea sana, chana na hii mambo, vuruga hii kidogo. Usisaini.
So you were misled.
Then the same people go to State House. Through our friends, kina Mradhe, kina George Kariuki, wanaambia president, hii shetani imekataa kusaini hizi vitu. Then it is true, the president said, bas, remove this guy. He's even on record kusema toa huyu mtu. Toa huyu mtu sasa, mambo yake tumemalizana na yeye. But it is the same people who created a difference between me and the president.
So you were fixed in, is what you're saying?
Yes, I was fixed because I used to respect the president a lot and I still respect him. Yes.
Okay.
Despite what transpired, kidogo hivi nikawekwa ndani, sawa. Is the president, is the head of state, he has to be supported, amalize term yake.
This is